Namaskar, an Indian greeting for hello and swagatam, welcome. It is a warm, beautiful day today, and I am holding on to this last bit of warm weather here in Southern California in October. On days like these, I prefer not to cook or bake, and so today's recipe ideas are inspired by the theme of lazy but healthy, no cook meals. So let's begin. To start off, we need to prep up some vegetables for both the recipes in this video today. You can choose any variety of colorful veggies. I have picked red and orange peppers, cucumbers, carrots, avocados, greens and herbs. Both the recipes are very flexible and forgiving. You really can use whatever vegetables you would like to add and not stick to this list. To prep the vegetables, starting off with thinly slicing red and orange peppers. I like to cut thin slices of cucumbers. You can choose to keep the skin on or peel it, your choice. I prefer to peel the carrots and shred the carrots, but you can simply slice the carrots. I do recommend using some herbs. I have chosen to use cilantro and basil. Rinse the cilantro and basil and finely chop. And now, let's de-seed a ripe avocado. Thinly slice the avocado and gently scoop it out using a spoon. We now have a plate of rainbow colorful goodness. Do plan to use some greens. They are high in nutrition and add some chewy texture. I am using spring mix greens. First recipe is my absolute favorite. Fresh spring rolls with peanut sauce. I could eat these rolls any time of the day and any time of the year. These spring rolls are refreshing, colorful and fun to make. They are so unbelievably easy to make, yet delicious and healthy. I like to serve them with homemade peanut sauce for dipping, and they make a great light lunch, dinner or appetizer. To make the spring rolls, I am using my phone brown rice noodles and brown rice spring rolled rice paper. I'm grabbing a handful of these noodles and pouring hot boiling water in a bowl. I'm going to let it sit in the hot water for a few minutes to soften. Going to do the same thing with a cup of frozen edamame to thaw the edamame. Let it sit for about 6 to 8 minutes and then drain out the water from noodles and edamame. Next up, we will prepare the peanut sauce by adding 3 tablespoons of hoisin sauce to a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. Optionally, you can add 1 teaspoon of sriracha sauce or more if you like it spicy. You can add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of water and mix it up. You can choose to add more water to get to your desired consistency and then add half a lime juiced. Mix it all up well. We are now ready to prepare the rolls. Pour lukewarm water to a shallow plate and dip your rice paper into the bowl and let it sit for about 10 seconds or until it's slightly softened. Do try not to oversoak the rice paper since it will likely break when you're trying to roll it. Here I have colored peppers, cucumber, shredded carrots, greens, cilantro and basil, a slice of avocado, and top it off with noodles and edamame. You would then roll it just like you would roll tightly like a burrito. Cut it using a sharp knife if you like, or you could also just keep it whole and set it aside. Don't stress if your spring rolls aren't totally perfect. Practice will make perfect. But just try to keep all of the ingredients in tightly together as you roll everything up. It's such a refreshing and a light meal. You can pack all sorts of veggies in. They taste best the day they are made, but they can be stored for later day if they are wrapped individually and stored in an airtight container in the refrigerator. Next up is hummus veggie wraps. These wraps can be ready in minutes and make a perfect healthy lunch or a meal prep idea. They are easy to make and travel well. For this recipe too, we will use a variety of colorful vegetables. You can vary up the veggies. You can add some spices and herbs to suit your taste. The variations with these are endless. Hummus is a great nutrition spread for wraps. You can buy hummus in many grocery stores, but nothing can beat hummus you yourself make at home. We will start off with making some homemade oil-free hummus. To a food processor, add 1.5 cups of cooked garbanzo beans, 1.5 cups of cooked cannellini beans, 4 garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, half a teaspoon or more of cayenne pepper, half a cup of aquafaba. I stored the liquid I used from my cooked garbanzo beans, or you can use the liquid from the canned beans. 4 tablespoons of no oil tahini and about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, and blend it until it's a fine smooth paste. Scoop it out in a bowl, gather up all your vegetables and greens and your whole grain wrap or a lavash bread as a base to get started on building up wraps. I am using a store-bought whole grain lavash. Spread a generous amount of hummus on your base. Stack up your desired vegetables and don't be afraid to get your hands dirty in this fun and a very satisfying process of working on a healthy and a wholesome meal for you and your family. With this recipe too, you can choose to add any and all colorful veggies, avocado, different greens and herbs to make it a healthy and a hearty meal. I hope you've enjoyed these recipes. Please do share which one of these are your favorite in the comment below. I do want to take a moment here to give a shout out to my favorite adorable little vegan cooks. The hummus recipe in this video was inspired by these cuties making homemade hummus. If you haven't already seen them, do check out their YouTube channel. Link to their hummus recipe video is on the right side of the screen and also available in the description below. If you have enjoyed this video, then it means a lot to get a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, do subscribe. Until my next video, from my heart to yours, namaste.